All right, we have the brass on the front ass. Welcome back to another edition of Mail Day. We've got digital servos, brushless and powerful 45 kilogram AGFRC, Rhino Crawler 32-bit ESC, and a 800 kV motor. We've got our carbon fiber standoffs. Ally's carbon fiber wheels finally came in. So that means that we can now put together our J Concepts tusks and Endura inserts. So, Ally's going to be getting some work. We'll be right back. We also got the GPM trailing arms. Funny story with this is I was going to get the 6061 aluminum trailing arms for $50, but apparently the store I was buying them from no longer had them. But they had the upgraded versions that were $7.75, so I got them for the same price. So that was awesome. If you're curious to what the number is there, that is the part number. All right. We've pulled off the front portals right here for Ally2.O. Well greased, very good. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trading off for these brass that we also had bought, and then we're going to be putting these on front. So we're going to be gaining quite a bit of weight there. So I'll go ahead and start that. And I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to put some weight on the back as well, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We have the brass on the front axle, and it looks magnificent. Yes. So distinguished, yeah.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished. I see.
That's very. I was going to mention, because I did use TRX4 Traxxas drive shafts, the center bits of the drive shafts are quite weak in comparison to any of the other top brands. So what I did do is I mixed up some JB Weld plastic bond and I filled it. So yeah, take that axle or drive shaft. We're going to make you into a stronger piece of hardware. Pretty cool, eh? On a side note, because there was a little bit of overfill on that, I just stuck that side in, so now I don't have to worry about putting a rubber band in on that or anything like that, because now that's got a more snug fit and it will hold. So I can actually use two hands to pull that out, no problem. And yeah, so perfect. Look at the perfect amount. That's good. I like that. That made this a lot easier. Kind of two birds in one stone. And the back doesn't really change that much due to the triangulation when it comes down. So good times. All right. I have to say she's looking nice and black and pretty awesome. And for $3,000, this could be yours. Haha, I'm just kidding. $4,000. So these are just a little bit different from the ones I was using prior. The other three sets I have, they have the same design, but the only difference is that the inner ring is now aluminum and doesn't have the holes or the slots. So these are going to be just a little bit heavier, not by much, but nonetheless they will be. So the tires will have to be vented for sure, and that's not a big deal because I was going to do that anyway. And we're going to replace the inserts with, or the foam, sorry, with the inserts. So we're going to pull all those out. Now I do believe with the last set that I had, we did make it a little bit wider. And I think because Ally2.O is going to be a little bit heavier on the front end, we're not actually, yeah, we're gonna put an insert shim in there. Because Ally's a little bit heavier on the front end, I'm just going to keep the inserts just as they are instead of modifying them a bit. So with that said, I will go ahead and I will cut out a shim out of this, and we'll put those together. So we've got our trusty shim here. Now that's going to work, because we're going to put that against the outside of the tire, and that'll be a nice fit for the tire. Next, we're going to use our trusty tire punch, or leather punch, and we're going to do 4 holes, just because the inserts have a good sealing measure with the silicone. So this will help it breathe better. Go around, bring it down. All right, there we go. So we'll just pull those out. Got to be careful when you're doing this to make sure that you have the direction of the tire versus the side of the foam that you want to put on the outside. Stick these in. Put the cap on for the bead lock. Everything's going to be copacetic. It'll fit in nice. So now we got a sharper edge on the outside and a little bit more angled on the in. Okay, we have all the wheels mostly put together. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to use a full Capra width with the offset that's available with these. I believe that's a 12 mil hex. I might use a 5 to bring the wheels in a bit and be more of a regular track width. But now we have extra foams. There's my cat, and we're going to put these foams into the foam bin. Sayonara, to the top shelf you go. There we have the Capra axle width. I decided to go with that, as I already have enough standard wheel width. But doesn't she look great? Looking good. So the only thing that's left now is to get the receiver and hook it all up. Put a little bit of Velcro there for the battery, and she should be good to go. So, voila. Until next time!
Hello guys.